Parts provides a sophisticated backup service for Clark dealerships.
Well, the main function of CCP, of course, is to give the near perfect and best possible service to the market based on the availability of the spare parts and the follow-up on distributor and customers' requests, immediate process of orders, plus, of course, having a close personal communication with the dealer and the customer himself.
Manufacturing in Europe for the Construction Machinery Group is centrally located at Strasbourg in France. Front-end loaders and dozers are produced here.
The Strasbourg plant is a very, very positive factor for Clark in Europe. The quality programs that Clark has here in Strasbourg, I think, are probably some of the most advanced programs that you will find in the industry. We are concentrating very seriously on improving our market share. We're working much closer with our dealers and our customers to improve this market share. We're working with our parts people to ensure that we have the best availability of parts in the industry.
Operating within tolerances of 1/100th of a millimeter, this $1 million computer-controlled machine center symbolizes Clark's quality story. The beautiful city of Bruges in Belgium is the setting for Clark automotive products in Europe. This is a world of craftsmanship in metal and dedication to fine tolerances. It's a world where skill is finely matched by modern technology.
There's a demand always for better quality today than there was yesterday. We have undertaken a massive quality program throughout this corporation to assure ourselves that quality, in fact, is not slipping and that we are maintaining the product that is consistent with our reputation.
I don't remember anyone ever being worried in Clark that we were making something too good. And I think it has been indeed fortunate for us that we've been involved in markets that were willing to pay for high quality. And the quality translates directly into advantages for the customer. And he's willing to pay for that added quality. And that is our heritage.
One of the most important considerations in the management of Clark equipment has been the relationship between the company and the dealer network.
The image that Clark gets is basically through those independent dealers. We have to support those dealers very strongly in all our products or services that we provide so that they in turn can provide the same kind of services to customers.
Without any doubt, we have the strongest, most aggressive dealer organization, I think, in the industry, which says that we have some awful good folks out there in the field ready and very capable to take care of our product.
We like to pride ourselves on being the #1 Clark distributor throughout the world. We made it again this year, we're proud to say. At the time we were able to get the account, there was nothing as new and modern as Clark on the market.
A lot of the reputation that Clark has achieved has been due to the efforts of our distributors. We provide them with the machinery, but they create the image of that machinery in the way that they present it to the customer.
We're a service company, service organization. We're service-orientated by our trucks, by our servicemen, and the way we train our people. We have a full-time service director. I doubt if any one of our competitors has anything approaching this.
Most of our 475 customers are coal strippers, and they run these machines 2 and 3 shifts a day, 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. We have a lot of happy customers.
Well, my brother bought a machine through Rudd here in Evansville, and it's one of the finest machines that he thinks that he's ever bought. He can move more yardage of dirt faster than any other machine he's ever bought.
They're a good machine, about one of the best, I think.
We have to have something that's real sturdy around here because it's dusty a lot.
We actually have about 15 Clark Limas.
The reliability is fantastic. We have good service. I enjoy running them. I really do. It's quite a challenge to be smooth, to give a lot of precision, and the Clark will give you the precision that you ask for.
We've done a lot of surveys as to why a customer buys a lift truck. And 9 times out of 10, the surveys come back on this basis. They want parts availability, they want service response time, they want a quality product, the other support activities of financial merchandising or credits, and it's those things that we try to respond to, much more so than price.
I have used probably 7 different type of forklifts, and they're the best lift I've used. They run hard for 8 hours, 8 or 10 hours. They're easier to handle and just a better all-around forklift.
It's the truck the operators like the best. We have seen that the Clark gives us less downtime. We give the trucks pretty rough treatment. We're a 3-shift operation.
The distributor has given us good service. They're here to help us, and that means a whole lot. And I've just been real satisfied with the lift.
Bobcat pioneered the concept of a skid steer loader, and it's grown to the point where it has universal appeal in all industries. Our salesmen haul one out on a job site. They carry one with them everywhere they go. They live with it, they sleep with it, they take it home at night, and they go out in the morning and they try to find somebody to show it to. And it's fun to watch people when their mouth drops open, or they say, gee, I just never realized that thing would do anything like that.
It's the handiest thing on the farm. Anything you go at. We don't do no shoveling, we don't fork no manure. They use Bobcat to every lifting job we got. I'd sell one of my big tractors for it, sell a Bobcat.
In the end, it is people who provide the driving force of a company such as Clark. With a worldwide family of 22,000 employees, a third of them overseas, it is the enthusiasm and the goodwill of everyone which determines the worth of the company.
I've just really enjoyed working for Clark.
There's a lot of management opportunities. I find Clark very exciting.
We have the facility to introduce our own ideas, providing they are good. And I think Clark can be considered just as a very modern company.
There's more a sense of belonging in Clark. You feel like you're a part of something, that your efforts, your contributions have an impact and are recognized.
There's a sort of superficial identification with one's employer that probably exists everywhere, but the deep down identification that so many Clark people have is an advantage that we enjoy, and it isn't shared by many other corporations. The company has been very successful, and I think success breeds good feelings over time. And it has been a people-oriented company. There's been a great sensitivity here to the interests of people, historically, and more so even today.
In an age of increasing competition, the need to plan ahead, to stay ahead, is the greatest task of management.
We've got to continue that. It isn't just a one-shot thing. We've got to keep improving our manufacturing methods and processes and expand our plants as necessary to stay with the markets that we serve.
Managing is really a planning and the action plans that make things happen tomorrow and make things change for the better.
Probably the most attractive thing to me about Clark is the fact that it is a very customer-oriented company. I think that's a very difficult thing to establish in a company, and therefore it's a very precious asset that we have.
The customer, in a very real sense, is the king. He pays our salaries, he pays us for the material we have to buy, he pays the rent and the taxes, and the money that we have is just seed money for the future, really. So the awareness of our responsibility and our need to satisfy the customer is a very real thing, and it's a very necessary thing if we're going to survive in this very competitive, complex world.